About to hit 2.1 trillion in market cap for crypto, which is exciting to some people, probably me more than others. But let me pull that off. Let me hide it on stream. Now it should just be me in my crypto cave. Yes, it is. So charts, price action, technical analysis. Wanted to just give an overview, not for like the very beginner, but for somebody who is kind of like either new to crypto or just wants a refresher. These things are what we talk about quite frequently, and so what are they? Why are they important, etc. So the first thing that is important to understand is there's when you're doing price action or trying to use technical analysis, the whole purpose of it all is being able to identify patterns so that you can essentially forecast correctly what the price is likely going to be statistically, and then profit from that, right? In essence, that's everything that technical analysis is about. And the best way to do that is through visual representation with like graphical representations. And so that's how charting came about. Just a little background. And now there's many different platforms, tools, like countless tools. But it seems that most crypto traders, most equity traders actually have kind of settled on one called, excuse me, we have a unexpected guest here. TradingView, by the way, is what I was going to say.
Hey, sorry
David.
about that. I don't have internet. How's it going?
How are you?
Excellent.
Good. We are. We're midstream. I already teed you up as we may have a special guest. We may not. So glad you could make it. I was just explaining kind of just the essence of charting, I guess, in general, and then was just getting into TradingView as what has kind of emerged as almost the dominant platform that most crypto traders use, just because it's so useful and effective, and they're always innovating. And so I was just going to kind of show that real quick, and then talk about some points. It'd probably be fantastic to have you here too, in case there's some things that I missed. But for you, just backstory too, what I was saying is we're talking about price action and technical analysis all the time in our Discord community. And so it's important that everybody has a basic, strong understanding of what we mean when we're referring to that. Anything you'd want to add to?
So, and we probably are going to focus on indicators, not because that's actually the best teacher. The best teacher is price action itself. But indicators can help you see what's going on before you have your own vision for what's going on. Does that make sense, Weston?
Oh, yes. Very much so. I think you have you practiced saying that before? That sounded like perfect.
That's how I think.
So I'm pulling up I just want to make sure. Yeah, you can see my chart. So TradingView, by the way, has a fantastic web application. So that's what I'm on right now. They have a great mobile application on iOS and Android. I actually don't know about iOS. I assume they do, but I'm on Android and it's fantastic. And then they also have a desktop application, which is great too. But right now we're just on the web. And we're going to hop into a Bitcoin US dollar chart. And if you notice there are a bunch of different options. Those are on different exchanges. So, assets are traded on many places. Sorry, this is kind of an interesting chart. So anyways, now we're in the chart. And I was going to go somewhere with it, but what you just said actually kind of, do you want me to maybe pull up some indicators and kind of talk through with that, or?
Well, why don't you talk about the indicators you have, so that people can be oriented to your chart. We usually have some pretty similar charts.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, so first things first, let me remove, let me hide these things. So like if you were just to pull up a plain old price action, and again, when I was saying, a visual representation of price over time, so this is what we're looking at here. Each one of these little, they're called candles. These are a representation of an interval of time. And for the longest time, I didn't understand what this meant. And so I just am thinking back to somebody trying to understand technical analysis. If you see up here, there's different time frames. You got 1 minute, you got 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour. All these candles correspond to this. So now we're on the 1 hour. So this is 1 hour of time, 1 hour of time, 1 hour of time. And
exactly. And if it's green candle, it's higher than where it started. You can even inside that hour have a green candle go back to red inside that 1 hour
before it's closed.
Exactly. Does it close up? Does it close down? So when we see people are always talking about, hey, I want to see this candle close, what they're saying is, on this time frame, I want to see this candle close, because that particular time frame for that trader is confirmation of what's happened.
Exactly, for their strategy. Now, whatever that may be. Now, you notice I just moved to the 1 minute. Now we're seeing a lot more action. Again, this chart's pretty bland, right? So that's where indicators come into play. And what is an indicator? It's something that it's something that has occurred that helps you to more tactically navigate the charts and how you're going to make your decisions. So,
mind if I say what I've said wrong about indicators that you can't do? When people are like, wow, things are really following the technicals. Technicals are like indicators. The price always follows technicals. Technicals are just another reflection of how price has moved already. So I one time made the mistake of saying, oh my gosh, I can't trade this. It doesn't follow the technicals. I knew that was wrong, but I was actually trying to say is the way this movie is moving, it doesn't follow my strategy. I can't trade it. It's not that, so, oh my gosh, it follows the technicals. It's like saying, look outside, the sun is up.
Yeah,
I see that. It's up.
So to keep it simple, and this is really something that is hard to be kept simple, because I've seen so many charts that like I think I've mentioned this before, but they literally look like a spider web, and you're like, what does that mean? If you go into this indicators box here, there are so many things that people have come up with that you can use. Personally, for me, I use simple moving averages, exponential moving averages, volume, and then I like to have one of these little tools that I'll show in a second. There's many versions of this, but it's like a helper tool, kind of just to give you an overview of like, when do you buy, when do you sell. Now, I don't follow it perfectly. It's just like kind of a guide.
As well, you shouldn't. I've seen this on your charts enough, and it's proprietary. You got from a program you went to. I've been able to simulate with EMAs. If I play with them right, they'll say about the same things as this chart does. So whoever created this, I don't think did something totally revolutionary. But if you're being a man about your charts, not a lady listens to charts better than men usually do. We get emotional and think, oh, we had our belief that it's going this way, and we could blow ourselves up. Women don't do that as much. So if you see a buy and you're short,
it's a fact.
It's late to tell you to buy. Wow, you're probably really wrong. So, you can check yourself with it, but you can make a lot more understanding price action than following an indicator like this.
Thank you. Yes, I just like to have it up because it'll sometimes give me an alert of, it's just a good guide to have on the screen, basically. But to kind of walk you through things in here. So So look, again, just to keep this simple, like there are simple moving averages. So what that means is it's actually literally, as the name implies, the average price moving over time being plotted on the chart. And a lot of people use that to see if the price is above, below, to get their confirmation in how they trade. So what I have here, this is a 50-day simple moving average. This is a 200-day. Now, I like personally trading whenever the price is above that. I don't like trading when it's below that. So everybody has a different strategy. Then these EMAs work a little bit differently. And the way I use them is, so you've got a 7 here and a 13. This is, how would you concisely describe this, David? Like the way I use it, basically I'm looking for
an EMA
change.
more tightly follows price, and it's more beneficial to the trader perhaps than the investor. But then again, it'll work on every time frame, so the investor could use it on longer time frames to check on the direction of things and how things are going and if they're in danger.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess more so what I was trying to get at is, like, if you see these, see how they're like these lines, they're going under and over and under and over. Well, typically, you'll also notice that the price, it follows. And now you might start to be understanding, well, wait, these indicators, these tools, they work in a way. So you see this green line crossed above the red and the price went up. Well,
do you mind if I share a screen real quick? I have something to point out for when price
please do, yeah.
gets really far away. So let's see. I'm zoomed way in here, but if I say share and I share, yep, that works.
Let's see. Should
Ethereum.
be loading.
Yep. So the reason why I thought to pull this up is you're talking about how price can yo-yo back and forth across it, right? But I'd like to bring your attention to a little something that I can draw. Sorry, my chart's to the right. I promise I'm not ignoring you guys. So if you take a look right
could you
here.
Zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, I can zoom in a lot.
Yeah. Or like, yeah,
better?
control. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so there's, and I use I have a touch mouse and I just spread, just like on a phone, to zoom in or to zoom out. You can also use control and up and down on your scrolling, right? So this is a place where prices escaped out of where the EMA is quite strongly, and it has a hard time moving that much without a pullback. If you notice, some people on a pullback might short, but if they do, they're not going for much of a move, because once we retouched the 7 EMA, which I have in red, we were able to continue the trend. Not to say that things can't reverse wherever they want, but when you really get far off of an EMA, you can expect some kind of a pullback, or if price holds, EMA will eventually catch up.
Yes, and I was just thinking now, again, to tie this back to, like, let's say back again, like you're just going crypto trading. What David just said there, you may have lost you for a minute, and what he was saying is that so again, the candles, those represent the actual price. The lines are the EMAs. Now, when the price is diverging or moving away from them and is outside of it, that's what he's referring to there. You know, eventually it's bound to come back, typically, or statistically. Like on my screen, here's a good example. You see this price above the EMAs. Now, is that going to continue to go on forever? Likely not. So that's how you use it when you're trading. Did I sum that up kind of nicely, like what you're trying to get at?
You did great. It made perfect sense.
Okay, good. So that's what I wanted to cover on just indicators and using TradingView, which is probably, if I had to suggest something, I mean, yeah, I'd suggest just stick with TradingView. it's really fantastic. And then for getting data, I mean, CoinGecko is great. Live Coin Watch actually has kind of become my new favorite, just because for crypto assets, that is. It updates every 2 seconds. You can use it programmatically if you're so inclined with their API. But like, what's a tick? Give me a ticker. How about FTM?
Sure. SRM.
yeah. Rub that one in. Here, I know I'll feel good about this one because I have some Phantom, and this is up, I believe. So, but you'll notice how quickly that loaded, and this is just a very useful website. Now, CoinGecko also is very useful. I used to use CoinMarketCap until I realized they had a hard time keeping track of CoinMarketCaps. So take your pick, but yeah, that's that. The other thing, what did we? As far as so technical analysis.
We could talk about different kinds of candles if you want. Keep it really basic. You know,
Yeah.
there's okay. So
yeah, I think that'd be good.
Sure.
And then maybe show one of our the other co-founder of the Crypto Cave, Hawk, who is a professional chartist, been doing this for a long
up
time.
In the morning instead of late up at night, at us, most traders are put their day into it. Hawk has you covered with charts every morning on the big cryptos and something else that might catch his eye. This is huge. He has made a lot of smart calls. We're definitely not a service that tells you when to buy and sell or gives signals, but we do say that we're doing, and you can see that we're effective, and that we win.
He's extremely effective. I think. I mean, I guess to be humble, for he crushes it is how I describe it.
That's a good way of putting it. If do you mind switching to my share screen real quick? I can talk about a couple of different kinds of candles.
Okay, well, so I was going to say he posted a great chart today that I wanted to share.
Okay, we can do that instead. No problem. Go for
it. Well, if you have it up too, because I'd have to go to Discord. So why don't I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, then I'm gonna let you share. So go ahead.
Okay. So what we have right here is, we have a series of green candles. These happen to be 5 minutes, and so the body of the candle is this, and the wicks represent people who are not in the majority during that time frame. The body is considered the majority. Okay. So when someone says there's a full-bodied candle, it'd be something like this. This could have a small. It could have a small wick
body?
on it.
What do you mean body?
The body, if it's all body and no wick, and it's green, they think that's a full-bodied candle, and they call that very bullish because it's not something that's getting rejected. As you can see, as this trend fades a little, it starts to reject more and more until it actually fades back a little bit.
Because the price always stayed within the range that it was going up, or yes, right? That's exactly what you mean.
The anywhere from bottom wick to top wick inside this time frame, that price existed in all of these places during this time. And but even though it surged nice and high, it could have dropped back down. But in the end, it became a green candle, and the next candle is a candle with lots of wick. So even though we had a lot of bearish price action at the very end, we managed to pull it up just in a positive and continue the trend. So really, and then when you can have a red candle that's somewhat bullish if we had just red at the top, or you can have a green candle that's mostly bearish because there's just a little bit of candle body at the bottom that's green. Those are your versions. You got full body up, full body down, things that are kind of doji is like, are we going to turn around, where it's pretty squashed, where it didn't really go anywhere. That's an early indicator
Yep.
of turning around. But then also consider those candles that are
Or
most
indecision.
bearish and most bullish. And if you look at the candle, if it's a shorter time frame, you can just follow the price. Once you're at a longer time frame, like say on the week, those wicks and those full bodies, those have a lot more meaning. It's kind of like 5 weeks ago when Hawk told me, look at this candle. Look at that. That's a whole week of positive price action. And he saw that as a big
Yes.
thing, and that set this whole move off.
Yeah, well, you just reminded me of something that either him and I have discussed as well, or maybe with you, but he was talking about how indicators at the end of the day really are things that have already happened. It's about following price that's going to make you the most effective, truly. In the end, regardless, whoever can do that the best, and then incorporate that into their method. You know what I'm saying by that? Like, an indicator. Yeah. Well, of course you do. Yes, you know what I mean. But it's kind of a profound but simple statement. But most people think they can just throw up a bunch of indicators and then go beat hedge fund managers. And sorry, it's not that easy. If it were, everybody would do it because it's kind of like the best job in the world, I guess, in my opinion. So I do. On that note, were you finished on your thought? I was looking through Hawk's charts that he posted today. He posted like 4 great ones. So I know we don't have time to cover them all, but I'm trying to pick which one.
Internet troubles today. I apologize. It's not usually like this.
No worries.
I was about to share at your request Hawk's chart. I have them up.
Oh, you got it pulled up too? I do too. Did you have one in mind that you were gonna share?
No, I was going to pull them up and discuss how he sees the market. But
they're all really good. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? Let's just look at all 3 of them. Well, he did. I think he shared 4. Let me pull my Discord over to the. How's that? Look for. Can you view and see everything? Oh, did we lose him? Hello. All right. Welcome to the live stream, Mr. Tao. David has internet that likes to cooperate.
Negative. It's not the internet, sir. We found a bug in our streaming service. If I share the window, if I share Discord instead of the whole screen, it shuts down my browser. It's not the internet. You don't ever share the Discord specifically. Share the whole screen.
Okay.
There's a bug.
There's a bug. But you can still see Discord, right?
Yes, and come in early morning. Weston's just getting off working late, making some trades with AVAX and things, and I was up for a little bit of that.
Yeah, I had a late night. Well, AVAX launched. I'm more of a fundamental analyst. I guess I'd still say to this day, and David and Hawk have kind of made me into a combination of the both. Now I couldn't imagine not using TA in what I do, but AVAX Avalanche, ticker AVAX, they just launched a $180 million liquidity mining program. They've got Curve, they've got Aave on board, and then a new borrow lending protocol called like Benkey.fi. I already got some tokens on Avalanche. It seems like a competitor to Aave on Avalanche, so exciting stuff there. But not to take us off point, this was a great one. He only did 4. So let's just run through these and say, like, this is what's valuable about being part of a community like this. I mean, you're not going to get this information. Well, I don't know where.
Well, I mean, you can get a sneak peek by following Hawk FX on Twitter at Hawk FX.
Well,
you can follow him on Twitter, and you can get little freebies to try him out. But if you want the full deal, you're gonna have to visit our Discord and get everything he shares, including our cave intelligence.
Well, yeah, it's more fun that way too.
You can ask the master.
yeah, exactly. So we'll start here. Look, I mean, if you see his comments, he's talking so ETH 4 hours, same as Bitcoin. And the way he sets it up, then if you want to walk, I mean, it's pretty clear, but so what these are his points of support resistance. He basically plots these out. And
so his white lines are major points of support and resistance. If he switches to another color, he's actually talking about something he saw on the 4 hour instead of the 1 day.
Like the yellow or let's see, green, by the way, is the current price. Yeah, but yep, I know what you mean. And then just as an FYI, what Hawk does, he likes to keep it very simple. He's used every indicator thing that you could ever think of. He settled on a method.
It's kind of like watching forever different Merlins and different TV shows trying to find the Holy Grail, and they never seem to find it. And if they do, they cause more problems than it's worth. That's kind of how it is searching on indicators. When I first learned about indicators, because price action was confusing, it made me even more confused. And eventually, I was able to find some things that helped me confirm what I was learning to be able to see without. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so like my indicators support how I see price action, while in the past I was attempting to trade off of them, and that made me even do worse than just looking at price action.
Yeah, I completely understand. And I think that the personality of the person too who's trading actually matters too.
And if you master an indicator that is a weak indicator, you can still do well as long as you win more often than you lose and have good risk management. But if you use better indicators, like for example, RSI is proven to be only a 70% effective strategy. And if you're using a 70% effective strategy and poor risk management, I don't care if you set it right 70% of the time, you're still going to lose. So the more accurate your system, the better chance you have. I apologize for knocking on anyone who likes RSI. I found that was my first thing to throw out, and I never came back. And when I did, I still felt confused by the people who enjoyed it.
Yes. Well, so let's keep this simple then for people to try to understand basically what Hawk was sharing here. So he uses three lines, 3 exponential moving averages: 21, 13, and 6. Right? Yeah.
No, he does 7. You liked 6 for a while because you want something more responsive.
Yes. So 7, 13, 21. That's it. That's all he's using. Not rocket. I mean, it is actually complicated, but when you put it that way, it's not rocket science. So here's his chart he posted. I mean, there's his text on it. He was pretty wise, I guess. There's not really much to say about it. Moving on, he zoomed into the 5-minute to take a look at a micro view, which is very helpful to do, to look at different time frames to see what's happening. And again, I mean, you can read the screen here. But
notice the pattern. He actually starts at the 1 week. He may not share the 1 week, but he always looks at the 1 week every single day, see where we've been, and where we're going. And then he comes down on the time frames, and he does sometimes trade inside of a trend, but he doesn't want to fight a trend. You know, like if you have a trend within a trend that's going the opposite of the big one, he will do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's just you got that again. That's a little more dangerous, and I think this would be a example of that. So now he's looking at this.
And to be fair, on this particular day, liquidity was found down there at 44K, and we actually reversed and went up since his analysis. Analysis is often good for longer, but this is one of those days that we reversed, which is great for the bulls in our portfolios, right?
Yeah. Well, were you talking Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Both. They both did the same thing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair enough too. But then I think this is probably the best one that he posted today, actually, to kind of wrap it up. So back to the 4 hour, you can see where I marked 2 areas of minor support. Price has to get through in order to hit the 2850 target. And then some words of wisdom, which I always appreciate. Always question the trade, continue to scan the time frames. Now, again, this might look like, whoa, what am I looking at? But it's you quickly can learn. And if you think about what he just said there, it's like, okay, well, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
And this is not just that we post this and you can see this. You know, if you want to talk to us about it and ask about it and post up your own chart, and we can say what we think of it. You know, the point of it is to learn together and make you a better trader.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the whole. Oh, it looks like there's another one. He had a nice little win. Well, I feel like he had a few nice little wins probably today, but we'll leave it there. That just wanted to give it a kind of a demonstration of what we've got going on, and that, like, to add on what you're saying, that's what we're trying to build with the CryptoCade. Is a community, just a vibrant place where people want to share helpful information with other traders. In addition to having all these useful, actionable alerts, like these are gems. These like things that we've figured out, and I'm continuing to tweak. But I
don't think we have time to get heavy into those today. We already have a longer video, but do check out our other videos. We have videos talking about well alerts. We have a video about unusual volume action just the other day. We have quite a few more videos for you guys to peruse and continue to learn about us until you're comfortable coming in and joining us.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm smiling because this is one of our current community members who knows I like Phantom, obviously, and I think he said it must have just hit 50 cents. I don't have. Let me go to CoinGecko quick, but I believe him.
Phantom
so that's
has
good.
rejected off of. To me, it's just under 50, but it does depend on the exchange a bit, right? Yeah, 0.497 against the dollar. Maybe he's looking at USDT.
Let's go, Phantom.
And you didn't want to do your fundamental Phantom video this week because we were a little down, but we reversed, we took off, and that's all right. We'll pry that Phantom knowledge out of you in one of these videos, but not today.
49.7. Well, yeah, it's Phantom's not going anywhere. That's why I keep saying it's like, hey, they've got the best consensus technology, I personally think, in the space. So, generally speaking,
they went up 20% today. I think their future value is getting priced in, or maybe it's their present value. We shall see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My opinion, long ways to go. But again, I could be wrong, of course. But yes, let's not get off topic on there. But thank you for sharing that. The 50 cents, that just got me excited, and we're obviously approaching that. So that's awesome. And I'll chat about that back in the crypto cave in a moment here. But I hope this was helpful to you. You know, if you're a beginner or advanced looking for kind of just a refresher on, you know, just the essence of TA and price action and charting. You know, that's what we wanted to get done today. Let's just share that. Make sure you know that there is a community being built right now that's going to become the place for all crypto people to go collaborate, you know, get actionable alerts, and then be part of a global community that's about helping each other. So and that's what we do, and we even have a free trial to Crypto Cave. Link is in the description below, so sign up if that is of interest to you. And that's pretty much all I had. Anything else you'd want to add, David?
Yeah, I know we've provided value to you. I know it's basic for you advanced folks, but for those who are just learning, we wanted to get some more basic stuff up so that our regular videos, we can say, hey, reference back to this to get some of the basics. But we'll be sure to do more basics and get it clearer and clearer until our community feels very clear about the basics. So when we talk about something more quickly on one of our 5-minute videos, you'll know where we're headed. So be sure to give us a like. If you love us, come visit our community, try out the free trial.
Yes.
You don't even have to
thank you.
provide
And
a
well,
credit
you just
card
made
to do the 14-day free trial. It is a real free trial.
You got it. Yes, that is a differentiator that we have for sure. And the other thing is, you just reminded me, keep sending us video requests. We've received a bunch now. We're happy to make them. Like, you know, I mean, if it's relevant.
If we know about it, we can do it quickly. If we don't know about it, we're researching. There's a couple of video requests, and I'm like, I have to learn more, bud. What can you tell me about it?
Well, and the one like of me doing that like dance, the chicken dance, like, you know, it's not relevant to crypto, so I can't do that.
Can't do a chicken dance? It's easy. That's
yeah,
kindergarten.
Exactly. I'd have to train for a few months. So maybe next time. But yeah, no, that's actually really helpful, because then it gives us an idea of like, well, wait, so just some basic TA is what people are needing right now. It's good to know, you know, because we want to make sure that everybody's getting taken care of. So send us what you're looking for. If you have a project that you think is worthy of covering, you know, no promises, like David said, but we'll look into it and we'll try to get some content out for you. So yeah, I'm just watching Phantom.
I guess that's it. Cents. Trade safe, yeah.
Yeah. Trade safe. Cheers, and I hope you got value from the video. Like David said, make sure to share it if you did, and hopefully we will see you in the Crypto Cave soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.
Boom.
Bye.